Getting chicks is really exciting, but you may find that you run out of room pretty quickly when you're going to brood chicks. And they outgrow areas really quickly until they're ready to go outside. And if you're like me and you don't have a ton of room or a huge barn to keep things in, I need things that I can use kind of for other purposes and store pretty easily. So this is one thing that I got an idea from a wildlife rescue to do, which works out perfectly. And you just take Rubbermaid tubs. You can use as big as you want, as long as you have room to keep your food and water and some heating source in there. And this tub's probably, I don't know, 2.5 by maybe 1.5. And all you do is you cut out the center of your lid. If you can see this, you cut the center of the lid out, and then you get a piece of some type of hardware cloth. You can use plastic if you can find it. This is vinyl coated. It doesn't matter, but something sturdy enough to keep things out and keep the chicks in. And then you just cut holes along that lid, and you zip tie your wire onto the top. So that makes a wonderful little brooder that you can keep your chicks in for maybe a week or two, and then they definitely start outgrowing this. You can make as many as you want. I have a couple, and these are usually for chicks that I'm going to sell or I need to keep separate for some reason, maybe different breeds. They store very easily as well. So I love these, and they're very easy to access your food and water, which is important when you're raising chicks. Here is another really cool brooder that we made that's able to go outside. And this is simply a converted tack box that we used. And it's got a door at the end, as you can see, with some hardware cloth that closes up securely. It's got a piece of plexiglass on the front that just hooks in with sliding nails. So if they need extra protection, in the front it has a stand to keep it off the ground, and it's got wheels, so it kind of moves. It's a little difficult, but it has a latching top. But this also works really well as a brooder. You can put that lid back and just use it as a brooder if you want. You can add perches to it. Easy access to food and water. And then if you want, you can transition your chicks right outside with this. It's not really weatherproof, but it works for a couple weeks for a few chicks. So we've done this last year. We just wheeled it out and opened the door, gave them a little run until they got used to being outside and they were able to integrate with the rest of our flock. So that's another option that you can do. Here's another great brooder. My husband's able to find these shipping containers sometimes at work, and they're very sturdily made. You could make them yourself, but free is always great. And I would say these guys are probably maybe 4 feet by 3 feet, very sturdy. These have worked great for us, especially for your own chicks that you might be keeping for a while. It gives them plenty of room to spread out. I cover it with this screen frame, just something to keep my cats out of there, even though they don't really bother them. We've made a board that comes up and hangs our brooder light on there. You can equip it with perches and different things. I always start them out in here and kind of keep their food and water closer to their heat source, and then it expands with them, and I'll add a perch. Another fun thing we've done with this is we've added a screen door. Now this won't go outside, but it works well inside when they start needing more room, and I just kind of make up a run for them, block it off with stuff, and keep them in, add a few perches. Just in that last week or so when they're getting used to not being on heat lamp and I'm getting ready to move them outside. So things that allow you to expand work really, really well when you're brooding chicks because you run out of room faster than you might think. These are some light Brahmas, and they're going to be going outside to a new little coop that's well protected outside in about a week. So happy brooding. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe to us so you don't miss any of our videos.